Right then, so for our free giveaway league today, we've got the Scottish Championship. Yeah, my voice sounds a lot more exciting than the actual Scottish Championship. Sorry about that. But you saw the wheel decided. I got stiffed the other day. This one's not quite as bad. I've inputted all the correct scores. It's all free. Just get involved. So let's have a look. I haven't looked at it myself yet. So Arbroath Cove at 3 o'clock. Valuing Lane, the home team, potentially. We've got 0.77 value in Cove and 0.82 in the draw. So, yeah, the price is low enough to suggest you might be able to get a decent lay. If we look at the stats for the first half goals could be of interest, 63%. If you wait 20 minutes or so to get it up near evens and check how the game's been going, look at the direction of play and the amount of shots on target and dangerous attacks and stuff like that. Maybe have a look at that and the correct score. So what we're looking at it looking like a pretty even game. So we've got the 0-0 and the 1-1. We've got 0-1 either way and 0-2. We're not looking at a lot of goals suggested by this data, so we'd be saying under 2.5. So really, you've got all bases covered at under 2.5. You haven't got 2-0. But that's the only one you haven't got. So I'd suggest that this is a good Dutching opportunity as well. £20.47 profit off a £20 stake. So my advice would probably be to be looking closely at the Dutching for this match if you were going to get involved. Now, obviously, when I'm talking about what the options are for each game, there's no way you should be putting money on every single game that I talk about. Obviously, I'm just showing you a selection of games and suggesting if there's anything on these games that could be an angle. But you shouldn't be going and getting involved in all of them. So it's just if you particularly want to get involved in Arbroath Cove and you like what you see in the figures, that's the way I'd be looking. But it's really irrelevant what I'm saying. I'm presenting you with the data. I'm not a tipster. I don't claim to be a tipster. I hate to think of people thinking of me as a bloody boom, one more like and I'll get another over 0.5. Fuck that. Yeah, that's not me. So I'm showing you the data and just as an extra sort of thing, because I want to give you some content, I'm talking through it, but please take a guide from the data, not from me. Hamilton Partick Thistle. Again, it's sort of looking like there's value in the away team. I'm intentionally not talking about the league table. I don't know about the league table, and I'm intentionally not looking it up because I want to talk to you about the data. So what I'll say again with all of these games, go and look at the table, look at the motivation, vitally important. I will keep banging on about it because it's so important. Look at the motivation for each team coming into the final stretch of the season. Look at injuries, look at the sort of managerial changes, stuff like this. Look at the softer stuff, the non-data related stuff, and see if the picture all adds up, see if the jigsaw, all the pieces are there to go with the data, and that's when you want to get involved. So it looks like there's value, a little bit of value in the away win for Partick, and a little bit of value in the draw. So you're not going to be laying Hamilton at that price. So if there's an angle there, you'd be looking at the away winner, I guess. But it's under even, so I'm not sure if you want to be getting involved in the under evens. The correct score, we're looking at over evens for Partick to win. So let's have a look. 0-1, 0-2, 1-0, 1-1. Yeah, it's not as favourable as the first game, I'd suggest. Inverness Dundee, another even game by the looks of it. A slight value in the home win, but not massive. And there's value in the draw, but we don't pay too much attention to it unless we're looking for a lay. And you're not going to be laying Dundee at that price. We're suggesting that they're much longer than they should be much longer than they're actually given. So, I mean, back in Inverness might be a decent shout here. If I was, I mean, you could lay the away team, and away lay is always a wonderful bet for me. If I can find myself being confident in an away lay, then it's great to have the draw on side and the home team with home advantage if the stats stack up. So that's something I could be getting on board with here. You could have 1-0 either way, 0-0 and 1-1, which is again a nice spread. If we're suggesting there's not going to be a lot of goals, so you've got all the key sort of stats that you want on board there, and then you've got the score. So 0-2 is the fifth number again, fifth score, and Dundee a slight favourite. So yeah, I mean that's again a decent Dutching opportunity. Greenock Morton versus Wraith is the final game. Only 4 to give away. Buzzing. Not because I'm tight, just because I have to go and put the scores in if there's more than 4. Hopefully, how many there are. Nice bit of home value in this one. So nice varied amount, a varied sort of bets. If you were to put some on all 4, we've got some away value. We've got some correct scores, and now we've got some home value. 2.03 at home for Greenock is nice. We're predicting at 1.69, and you're getting above even. So I'd be interested in that again, looking at all of the other factors. The correct score market, you can see that the price is the profit margin is a lot lower on this one, and that's because you'll see the odds are we've got a 7.4, 9.4, and a 6.6. The highest is 11. With the ones that you're getting more on, you're seeing 16, 50, 14. So obviously, if you're putting bets on at smaller odds, you're going to get a smaller payout, but potentially you could be arguing that you've got more chance of recognising that profit. So we're saying we like a Greenock win here. We've got 1-0, 2-0. You've got 1-1 and 0-0, and you could even have it if it goes the other way slightly. We're not expecting a massive goal, so yeah, you know what? It's decent. I probably would advise. So that wraps it up then. Have a great weekend. Hope you enjoy it with your family, friends, whoever it is you're enjoying it with. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know, it's a nose. People asking you, but there's a reason people asking. If everyone else is asking and getting subscribers, and I'm not, then my videos are going to get lost in the ether. And I'm not very good at marketing anyway, so I need all the help I can get. So if you could do it, I'd be buzzing. Thanks very much. See you later. Have a good one.